Hey guys, welcome back to D&M Motorsports. Today we're checking out an ultra customized 1956 Chevrolet Corvette.
The 1956 Corvette is a rare and desirable automobile. The 56 model year was a make or break for Chevrolet and the Corvette. Introduced in 1953, the original Vette was a great looking machine, but the concept was still half-baked. They were equipped with a 2-speed automatic and an anemic inline 6-cylinder engine. Performance wasn't all that great, and the Corvette sales numbers were rather poor. Ford was hot to capitalize on this new market with the release of the 55 T-Bird, badged as an upscale luxury roadster. Sales of the Corvette continued to lag. If Chevy was going to stay in the game, they needed to come to the fight with guns blazing. The 1956 Corvette finally combined all the right ingredients to lay the groundwork for what would become an American icon. Most of all, under that hood was Chevy's new small block V8, good for up to 240 horsepower, and finally connected to a manual transmission. Less than 3,500 of the 1956 model were produced, making any surviving car a true collectible. Now this one here doesn't have the original 283 V8, or the 3-speed manual, or actually much of anything from 1956. What was essentially a barn find is now a fantasy turned reality. This car took 7 years to complete, and it is of the highest possible quality of any resto mod car anywhere.
The Chevrolet Corvette's obviously one of the most iconic cars ever to run on the American roads, but the body on this car, even though it sits, the stance looks amazing. The body's still 100% correct. Now, it has been repainted. The paint is phenomenal on this car. The attention to detail is amazing, and you can see under, inside the engine compartment, everything's spectacular.
It's a stunner in person. It retains the 1956 Corvette original body, complete with the removable hardtop. The only modifications to the actual body include reshaping the rear wheel housings for symmetry, and the addition of a hood scoop necessary to let the 400 cubic inch motor breathe. The body's in stunning condition, and the PPG Aqua on white paint is exceptional. Definitely show winner quality.
This is a set of 17-inch wheels here, and you can actually see the cross-drilled rotor right behind there. Obviously indicative of a much more high-performance car. And then back here you can see the ceramic-coated pipes that come out of that 400 cubic inch motor up front. This car sounds incredible, as evidenced by this, but the detail, I mean, these wheel wells look like they're factory brand new, but it turns out they're much better than the factory.
Braking comes courtesy of 12-inch cross-drilled rotors. Wheels are 17-inch ARE torque thrust 2s, wearing huge Michelins. 275/40 ZR17 up front and 335/35 ZR17 out back. Rubber like that is necessary to manage the immense power under the hood. As this dream materialized, it was envisioned with some serious muscle. What motivates this Corvette is a 400 cubic inch V8, professionally built and tuned to reflect a NASCAR Winston Cup heritage. It's a high revving, high compression motor, and it sounds amazing. Output's rated at 532 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. Handling that power is a Richmond 6-speed manual transmission with a twin-disc clutch and hydraulic throwout bearing. Independent rear suspension hosting a 333 rear end sends the power to those massive Michelins. This car fires right up, and I'm told it's very docile and easy to drive around town. Knowing this was essentially a no-expense-spared build, I have no reason to doubt it. The engine bay is essentially a work of art, with careful attention paid to cleanliness. The firewall hides the master cylinder and ignition components, decreasing clutter under the hood. The construction is top quality, right down to the painted hood springs.
The trunk, again, is a testament to detail of this car, so use the key to pop it. But look at how beautiful it is in here. I mean, from the fittings of that. I mean, if you look at this right here, I mean, you got your hex nuts. It looks like it's all factory. Obviously, it's not a factory-built car in this condition, but I mean, the quarter panels, everything is seamless. But really, a close inspection of this really just again highlights the quality of this car. And then watch this.
The tube frame is a work of art. The custom frame structure was designed to not only handle over 500 horsepower, but to enhance the structural rigidity so that the drive experience feels more fitting of a 21st century sports car. The independent suspension components were also developed to fit the original body, which required changes to the existing floor plan. To fit the custom tubular frame, the floor plan had to be cut in the rear, and the wheel wells were tubbed to fit the massive rear wheels and accommodate needed suspension components. The suspension is based on the C4 Corvette design. Fitted with Coney shocks and I-box springs, the suspension assembly looks beautiful, both front and rear. Inside, the original design of the Corvette is still intact, with updated components necessary to take advantage of what this car really has to offer. Extreme attention to detail means that this interior is in line with the rest of the car, one of a kind. Autometer gauges keep an eye on the engine while retaining a clean look. If you've ever been in a real 1956 Corvette, you'll remember the giant, large diameter steering wheel that seems somewhat out of place in today's cars. It's since been replaced with the race-style Momo steering wheel, which communicates with the ultra-sharp steering rack. The 6-speed shifts with authority, and the twin-disc clutch is relatively light thanks to the hydraulic assist. Soft leather covers the period-correct seats, which are remarkably comfortable. There's only one of these in the world, and this is it. Understand, this is a top-quality, no-compromise car that would satisfy the expectations of the most discriminating buyer. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to give us a call or drop us an email. We've been a leader in the Corvette world for over 30 years. You can check us out online at dmautosales.com.